Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. My name's Jolly and we have another Sunday preview for you. It is indeed the 28th of July 2024. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Devastation comes to Talon. Devastation comes to Talon. I see robots. Things that clank and whir are commonplace on the battlefields of the far future, but few armies make so many pleasing machine sounds as the Mechanicum, who stomp their way into plastic for games of the Horus Heresy next week. Legions Imperialis, meanwhile, take a trip to the glorious agri-world of Talon with a complement of fresh tanks in tow. Sounds like a pleasant excursion. Horus Heresy is what I'm most keen on, so this is already raising an eyebrow. We have the Mechanicum battle group right here, in all of their saucy glory. The forces of the Omnissiah arrive in plastic, and the new Mechanicum battle group is the tip of the spear. This box contains 29 new plastic miniatures, 6 cyborg Thalax form the potent core, armored shock troops armed with lightning guns and jetpacks. 2 Castellax battle automata deliver blistering fire support with shoulder-mounted heavy weapons, while 20 Ad Secularis tech thralls provide a screen of troops to capture objectives. Rounding things out is a Triaris conveyor, a dedicated transport option unique to the Mechanicum, and armed with Volkite calivers. The box also comes with 3 transfer sheets, a Mechanicum macro construct sheet with 394 decals, and 2 Mechanicum construct sheets with 558 decals. What I also see something else below which has actually caught my eye even more than this has, but I'm gonna hold off for that just for a moment. So I do actually already own a couple of these bad boys for an Iron Warriors army list that I started ages ago before the 2nd edition dropped. I did get a couple of these and some Mark III chaps. It was only the beginning of a list. I don't know if it's a viable thing. I think I'm leaning a bit more towards the Death Guard currently, but who knows. However, this is now plastic. These certainly were resin, these chaps. This was also resin. It's finally all plastic, right? Unless I'm missing something obvious. But this is a good day for the followers of the Mechanicum, and I suppose the naughty Mechanicum as well. So we're good there. Let me know in the comments. Is anyone interested in this? I think I saw something down here which might be slightly more interesting for myself. And that is the Knight battle group, Castigator and Archeron. Acheron? I'm going to go with Acheron, but I also like the idea of Archeron. Either way, I've not purchased one of these yet. I've been wanting to get one of these Knights for quite a while, although not one of these ones. I've been wanting the Lancer. Either way, happy days, right? Happy days. So, let's scroll down and read up about this. The Knight battle group pairs a Cerastus Knight Castigator with an Archeron variant in a deadly duo ready to dominate the battlefield. This colossal bolt cannon and crackling Tempest Warblade, the Castigator is a threat to infantry and light vehicles, while the Acheron terrorizes foes with its arm-mounted Flamestorm cannon and guts heavy armor with its Reaper Chainfist. This box contains 2 different Cerastus Knight transfer sheets featuring numerous household icons and other decals, one with 234 transfers and one with just 214. This has definitely caught my eye. I will be going to Element Games to get a savings on this, hopefully. If I do decide to get it, though, it's obviously a big purchase. And next week, I know we got the Necromunda box set arriving. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some sort of unboxing video for that. And let's scroll down. We got the Legions Imperialis, the Devastation of Talon. The Iron Warriors campaign of destruction on Talon turned a once verdant agri-world into an inhospitable desert, and you can read all about it in the Devastation of Talon. This hardback book introduces several varieties of Legions Imperialis campaigns, such as the Advanced Breakthrough campaign in which you aim to defeat enemy strongholds, or the Northern Desolation campaign, which includes Fog of War and Spearhead Assault battles. There are also battle honors, veteran detachments, formations of legends, and new formations and detachments for the Legions Astartes and the Solar Auxilia. It will be available in both hardback and EPUB formats. Okay, happy days. I was not aware that the Talon was in its current state due to the naughty Iron Warriors. We got some Devastation of Talon cards. Supplement your game with this set of 24 rules reference cards featuring the new detachments and formations. This set also comes with 3 Legions Astartes vehicle commander cards, which contains the commander profiles and their special rules. Okay, so if Imperialis is for you, then potentially this is for you, and that hardback book. I would be all over this if I was in on the whole Legions Imperialis thing. I haven't managed to talk myself around yet. Who knows, maybe in the future. Either way, that is that. Got some cards on the way, and then let's scroll down. Ooh, hello. Shadow Swords, Storm Blades, and Storm Swords. The super heavy tanks of the Solar Auxilia are some of the most destructive and durable mechanized units deployed during all of the Horus Heresy, and this versatile chassis allowed for numerous battlefield roles. This box makes 2 tanks, choosing from the Titan Hunting Shadow Sword, the Fortress Cracking Storm Sword, or the more general use Storm Sword. Wait, what? Okay, I was so confused then. So the Fortress Cracking Storm Sword or the more general use Storm Sword. So we have slight typo. I can't remember which one is the Storm Sword. I believe the Shadow Sword is this one you see on screen right here, and then I get confused. As apparently so does Warhammer. Games Workshop themselves, they also get confused between the Storm Sword and the Storm Blade. Either way, a couple of big tanks for people to potentially paint up in the future. Combined with the Leman Russ Executioner and Demolisher Squadron. Look at that. 8 delicious tanks on screen right there. The ever-reliable Leman Russ is a mainstay of the Solar Auxilia, with many variants cooked up to excel at different tasks. The Leman Russ Executioner will vaporize heavy infantry and melt armor panels alike with its Executioner plasma cannon, while the Leman Russ Demolisher specializes in obliterating trenches and fortifications with the cannon that grants it its name. I do like this sort of Executioner plasma thing. I think it's pretty nifty. This box builds 8 tanks, built in either pattern, equipped with a hull-mounted heavy bolter or las cannon. You also get a Solar Auxilia vehicle transfer sheet containing 288 decals as well. That's a fantastic thing. 8 delicious tanks. I would love this. I'm vaguely going for this in 40k scale, or indeed Horus Heresy scale. Space is going to be the issue. This is why Legions Imperialis is sort of vaguely tempting to me. I can get that armored army list of my dreams and not have to worry about storage. And then we got the Sicaris, Arcus, and Punisher Squadron. This needs to come out in plastic, by the way, in Horus Heresy, in 28, in 32mm scale, whatever the hell scale it is. They need to up its game. Few tanks available to the Legions Astartes are as adaptable as the Sicaran. Pioneered by the Ultramarines, yay! The Sicaran Arcus is a flexible powerhouse which packs an Arcus missile launcher with a variety of warheads. The Sicaran Punisher mounts a powerful and rapid-firing rotary cannon which can overwhelm foes with an unrelenting stream of firepower. This box contains 4 of either pattern, which may be equipped with sponson-mounted las cannons or heavy bolters. You also get a Legions Astartes vehicle transfer sheet, which comprises 1,130 decals. That's quite a lot. Now, personally, I would like this box set for Horus Heresy. I need to get a couple of these lads for my Imperial Fists and a couple of these lads for my Death Guard. Or just one. One of those and a couple of Whirlwinds probably would actually do the job. Either way, I like tanks, what can I say? And here we have, we've got Warhammer the Old World, Prince Ulther's Dragon Company. A true classic returns to the Old World via Made to Order. Prince Ulther's legendary Dragon Company, first cast as miniatures in 1985. Tasked by his father with freeing their ancestral home from the Grobi, I always butcher that name, whatever, scum that overran it 4,000 years ago, Ulther took a dragon carved post from his father's bed for his banner and formed the Dragon Company to meet his familial obligations. There are 2 sets available, one group of 5 single pose warriors and another containing 4 command miniatures, including Prince Ulther, Bory Forkbeard, a musician, and a standard bearer. They're all made of metal and use plastic shields, and will be available on a made-to-order basis from 10 AM local time on Saturday the 3rd of August until 8 AM GMT on Monday the 12th of August. These products can take up to 180 days to ship, so if this is something that you want, you have been warned. You have time to basically get it direct from the source rather than via eBay, etc. So, you have been warned. Okay, let's scroll down. We've got a White Dwarf. Number 503. Did I get 500? I can't even remember. Either way, the August edition of the world's best Warhammer magazine is here, and it's packed with great stuff as usual. There's a full list on the history and technology of the Leagues of Votann, plus new Crusade rules, while the Tale of Four Warlords crew pair off for an epic 10,000 point climactic battle that includes 2 Demon Primarchs and 25 armoured vehicles. That sounds very delicious. For Warhammer Age of Sigmar, there are features on using manifestations, lore, and a Legions. Wow. And a Legends army of renown centered around the Astral Templar Stormcast Eternals. That's a mouthful. Plus Legends rules for using Hamilcar Bear Eater in your games. Okay. That sounds like thing. Honestly, the Tale of the Four Warlords thing sounds the most interesting to me. Straight off the bat. I do get these magazines occasionally. I used to get them sort of religiously. Now I just get them basically when there's an interesting article that I know's in there, or indeed delicious transfers. See if there's anything else. No, that's Warhammer Plus stuff, which, as you know, we don't really go over on this channel. At some point, maybe in the future, we might consider subscribing to that, but that's once we get back to painting, we've got to get one thing done at a time first. Hopefully below, I don't know if it's activated yet. I have potentially keyed in or attached my T-Mill t-shirt things and a mug merch stuff to this website, whether or not it appears now or if I have to flick another button somewhere. But there might be some t-shirts there. I did receive them last weekend. I've tried them all on. I do like them. I think in the future I will be getting some more designs, getting a slightly more range to it, etc., and all that kind of jazz. And we'll see which sells, which don't sell. Those will sort of basically say which ones stay and which ones go. So while you're making sure that you've checked down below, make sure that you've liked, subscribed, and indeed hit that bell for notifications. I will see you in the next video. By then, I seriously hope that my website over at gloriousminiatures.com may indeed be active. I have been struggling with it a little bit, and with the whole studio situation as it is right now, I decided to press ahead and potentially get that website up and running, even if it's in a little sort of basic form. I will be adding more and more items to the shop as I'm able to test them and make sure that it's all groovy. Certainly don't want to be sending out or indeed selling products which are sort of wonky or whatever. But do consider that we do have a lot of good statues, busts. I'm adding on various things via Kickstarter, etc., and also stuff via Highland Miniatures. So if that's your jam, do check it out. I will be adding more, as I said, to the lineup as the months progress, but, you know, a few at a time. Thank you, and goodbye.